Yes, in last part we discussed about the fourth unit of your organic part, that is ethers and epoxides. Then today I will start the third chapter in the same part, that is organic, the aromatic amines. This is the third chapter of your organic chemistry, that is aromatic amines. Then the in this aromatic amines, first we have to discuss the introduction about the aromatic amines. Then, what are amines? The amines are the alkyl, aryl, or alkyl derivatives of ammonia. That is, the formula of ammonia is NH3. And in this NH3, we remove the 1, 2, or 3 hydrogens. Then, based on the removal of H in the NH3, the amines, that is primary, secondary, or tertiary, is defined. Then how this classification is there, we have to discuss the later part of this chapter. Then the first we have to deal the introduction. What is amines, or what are amines? Amines are the alkyl or aryl or alkyl derivatives of ammonia, where what are alkyl, aryl, or alkyl, we have to know later part of this chapter. Just to heard the name only, then what the actual definition of alkyl, aryl, or alkyl, we have to let you know later. The amines are the alkyl, aryl, or alkyl derivatives of ammonia, where 1, 2, or all the 3 hydrogen atoms of ammonia are replaced by alkyl or aryl or alkyl groups. I repeated here, the formula of ammonia is NS3. Then the removal of one hydrogen, then it becomes NH2. Then the removal of two hydrogen, then it becomes NH. Then the removal of or the replacement of 1, 2, or all the 3 hydrogen atoms of ammonia are replaced by the alkyl, aryl, or alkyl groups. Then they are defines the amines. Then these amines are the widely distributed in nature in the form of proteins, vitamins, hormones, and alkaloids. That is, the amines are distributed in nature in the form of proteins, hormones, vitamins, and alkaloids. And the large number of amines have also been synthesized in the laboratory. That is, the natural amines are the proteins. The natural amines are in the form of proteins, vitamins, hormones, and alkaloids. Also, we can synthesize it in the laboratory, and they are in the form used as the polymers, dyes, and the drugs. For example, the adrenaline, it is the hormone, and ephedrine, it is a drug, both of which contain a secondary amino group, are used for increasing the blood pressure. And the novocaine, it is also a drug. About this novocaine, I have to discuss in your the sixth semester, that is chemotherapy chapter. The novocaine, it is a synthetic compound or drug which contain both the primary and the secondary amino group, and it is used as an anesthetic agent in dentistry. Whatever the dentist doing the surgery, in that they give some anesthesia. That anesthesia is used as a novocaine compound, and this novocaine compound, in this structure, it has both the primary and the secondary amino group, and this is used as a anesthetic agent in the dentistry. And the Benadryl, it is a well-known antihistamine drug. Whatever the histidine is produced in your body, then the reduction of that produced histidine is controlled by the taking the antihistamine, that is Benadryl drug. And it also contains the tertiary amino group. Tertiary amino means all the H of the ammonia are removed, and that defines the tertiary ammonia. Then the later, the quaternary ammonium salts are used as a surfactants. Then, therefore, here we will discuss some important aspects of the chemistry of amines. Then, what are the chemistry of amines? We have to discuss in this chapter. Once again, I repeat the introduction. Amines are the alkyl aryl or aryl alkyl derivatives of ammonia, where the 1, 2 or all the hydrogens of the ammonia are replaced by alkyl, aryl or alkyl groups. Then these ammonia are widely distributed in nature, that is in the form of hormones, alkaloids, vitamins, proteins, and also the number of amines have been synthesized in the laboratory and which are used as a polymers, dyes, and the drugs. Then, for example, the adrenaline, it is a hormone, and the epidural is a drug, both of which contain a secondary amino group, are used for increasing blood pressure. And the Novocaine, it is the anesthetic, and this contain both the primary and the secondary amino group, and it is used in the dentistry while the surgery of the uh, teeth or the removal of the teeth. And the Benadryl, it is also well-known antihistamine drug, and it is contains the tertiary amino group, and the quaternary ammonium salts are used as a surfactants. Therefore, here we will discuss some important aspects of the chemistry of the amines. In that, the first one, that is classification of amines. The based on the number of hydrogen atoms of ammonia that is replaced by alkyl or aryl alkyl groups, the amines are classified as a primary, secondary, and tertiary. That is, the structure of or formula of ammonia is NH3. If you remove one hydrogen from the NH3, then it becomes NH2, and it is, and instead of H there is another compound, that is X attached, then this is called as a primary. And if you remove the two hydrogens, then the two another alkyl or alkyl group are attached, then it is the secondary. If you remove all the hydrogens, then the three other alkyl or alkyl groups attached, then it is called as a tertiary. With example, let you know later. That is, the based on the number of hydrogen atoms of ammonia which are replaced by the alkyl, aryl or alkyl group, then the amines are classified as a primary, and it is indicated by this symbol, and the secondary amines, it is indicated by the this symbol, and tertiary amine, that is indicated by this symbol. This is the classification of the amines. Then the with example and functional group with general example, this is a table here. The primary amines, it contains the functional group as a NH2, and the general formula is RNH2. R is alkyl group, aryl group, or alkyl group. Out of these three, any one may be there in the presence of R, or in the place of R. Then the secondary amine, the two hydrogens are removed by the ammonia here, then becomes NH, and the formula of the secondary amine is RNH R dash. Here R and R dash are the alkyl group, aryl group, or alkyl group may be present. Then the tertiary amine, all the three hydrogens of the ammonia are removed here. Then the tertiary amine functional group is N, and the general formula is R R2, R R dash, and R2. Here R R dash and R2 are the alkyl, aryl, or alkyl group. This is with the functional group and with the general formula of the classification of amines as the primary amines, secondary amines, and the tertiary amines. Then the amines are further divided into two categories. In the first one, that is aliphatic amines. Aliphatic means that is a straight chain. They are called as a aliphatic amines. The amines in which the nitrogen atom is directly linked to one, two, or three same or different alkyl groups are called as aliphatic amines. I repeat, the aliphatic amines in which the nitrogen atom is directly linked to either one or two or three. All three are same or different alkyl groups are called as aliphatic amines, and these may be primary, secondary, or tertiary. Aliphatic amines should be or may be primary or secondary or tertiary. Then the example here is these two are the primary amines because in the ammonia NH3 only one H is replaced, and in place of one H the methyl, that is CH3, is attached. That is, the formula of ammonia is NH3. Then if you remove the one H from the ammonia, then it becomes NH2, and in the place of H there is a CH3. That is, the one H is removed in the ammonia. In place of that H, the methyl group is attached or alkyl group is attached. That's why it is the primary amine. And in the second example, the in the one place of H, the another group, that is ethyl, C2H5, ethyl group is attached. That's why it is also a primary amine. These two are the primary amines. Is there any confusions about the classification primary amines? The formula of ammonia is NH3. Then the number of replacement of H by the different groups. The different groups may be alkyl, aryl, or alkyl. Based on this, the amines are classified. Is it right? This is the first amines. Then the second one, this is secondary amines. In that secondary amines, the two hydrogens are replaced. Instead of 2H, the two methyl groups are attached on either side of the NH. That's why it is called dimethyl, because the two methyl groups are there in the either side of the ammonia. That's why it is called as a dimethyl amine. It is dimethyl amine. And the secondary example, secondary amines, there is another example, that is ethyl methyl amine. Ethyl methyl amine means the one side is the ethyl group, that is left side, and right side, that is a methyl group. That is, either side two different groups are there. That's why it is called as a secondary amine. That is, the two H hydrogen atoms are replaced, and instead of 2H, the two different alkyl groups are attached. That's why it is called as a secondary amines. That is another example for the secondary amines. Then the example for the tertiary amine, that is the all the hydrogen atoms of the ammonia are replaced by three methyl groups. That's why it is named as a trimethyl amine. This is the aliphatic amines. The aliphatic amines are also has again the three amines. They are primary amines, secondary amines, and the tertiary amines. Then later the second classification, that is aromatic amines. That is, the amines are further divided into two categories. In that, the first one is aliphatic amines. In that aliphatic amines, again the three examples, that is primary amines, secondary amines, and the tertiary amines. And the second one, that is aromatic amines. In the aromatic amines, the again the classification, two types are there. In that, the first one is aryl amines. What are aryl amines? In the aromatic amines means the amines in which the nitrogen atom is directly linked to one or two or three aromatic rings are called as aryl amines. That is, the amine group is attached to the benzene ring or aromatic ring. That's why they are called as a aryl amines. Aryl amines in which the nitrogen atom is directly linked to one or two or three aromatic rings are called as aryl amines, and these are maybe again primary, secondary, or tertiary amines. Here these two examples, these two are the example for the primary amines, because the in ammonia the 1H is replaced, and the in place of 1H, one benzene ring is attached to the nitrogen. That's why it is called as a primary amine, and the name of this one is aniline. And the second example, the in the place of 1H, the that is benzene ring, that is at ortho position, the CS3 is attached. In benzene ring, the CS3 is attached, then it is called as a toluene. That's why it is called as a orthotoluidine. These two are the examples for the primary amines. Listen here, the aliphatic amines are also has the three types of amines, that is primary, secondary, and tertiary amines, based on the number of hydrogen atoms replaced in the ammonia. And the second classification is aromatic amines. In this aromatic amines also, the two types are there. In that, first one is aryl amines. The aryl amines, in that the number of replacement of the hydrogen atoms in the ammonia, again these are classified as a primary, secondary, and tertiary. Until here we discussed about the primary amines in the aryl amines, and this is the aryl amines, the secondary amines. In the aryl amines, it is the secondary amines, because the two hydrogens are replaced, and instead of two hydrogen, the two phenyl groups are attached to the nitrogen or NH group. That's why it is called as a diphenyl amine, and it is called as a secondary amines. And the third one, that is triphenyl amine. Then all the three hydrogens are replaced by the ammonia, and instead of hydrogen, the three phenyl groups are attached. That's why it is called as a triphenyl amine. This is the classification of the aryl amines as a primary, secondary, and tertiary. And the in that aromatic amines, the first type is aryl amines, because the aromatic amines are again classified into two types. In that, the first one is aryl amines. In this aryl amines, again it is primary, secondary, and tertiary. And this is the first one. And the second one is aryl alkyl. This one, the aromatic amines. The second type is aryl alkyl amines. What is aryl alkyl amines? That is, what are aryl alkyl amines? That is the amines in which the nitrogen atom is attached to the side chains of 1, 2, or 3 same or 3 different aromatic rings are called as aryl alkyl amines. In aryl amines, the ring or substitution is directly attached to the nitrogen, but here the nitrogen atom is attached to the side chains. That is, the nitrogen is not, example, see here. Here the NH2 is directly not attached to the benzene ring. First it is attached to the CH2. That CH2 is attached to the benzene ring. These are the aryl alkyl. That is, aryl alkyl amines means the amines in which the nitrogen atom is attached to the side chains of 1, 2, or 3 same or different aromatic rings are called as aryl alkyl amines. And these can also be primary, secondary, or tertiary amines. In that, it is the first one, that is benzyl amine. Benzyl amine, this is primary, because the 1H is replaced in the ammonia, then in the place of 1H, the CH2 benzene. That is, benzene CH2 group is attached. That is benzyl amine. Then here is it is secondary, because the two hydrogens are replaced in the ammonia. Instead of 2H, the benzyl amine That is, two molecules of benzyl amines are there. That is, C6H5 CH2 twice is there. That is dibenzyl amine. This is the secondary or alkyl amine, and the tertiary aryl or alkyl amine is tribenzyl amine, because there is a mistake here. The N is H is there. This H should not come here, because if H is there, then it becomes the secondary. If H is removed, then it becomes the tertiary. Make a correction. The H is wrong here. It should not be there here, but they gave here. Then please make a correction. The H is absent in this tertiary amine, because if the H is present, then it becomes secondary, and if you remove the H here, then it becomes the tertiary. Because the primary and secondary are there, then there should be at the place of tertiary here. That why the tertiary is correct. That's why you remove the H. Then the all the three hydrogens are removed in the ammonia, and instead of the hydrogen, the three benzyl or benzyl molecules are there. That's why it is called as a tribenzyl amine. These are the three examples, that is primary, secondary, and tertiary for the aryl alkyl amines. Then this is the second classification. Then the third classification is, I repeat again, first the amines are classified as a primary, secondary, and tertiary based on the removal of hydrogen atoms in the ammonia. Then later these amines are further classified as two categories. In that, the first one is aliphatic. In that aliphatic, again they are classified as a primary, secondary, and tertiary. Then in the first classification, they are primary, secondary, and tertiary. But in the second classification, again two types, that is aryl amines. In these aryl amines, again there are three types, that is primary, secondary, and tertiary. And in that aromatic amines, the secondary classification is alkyl amines. Aryl alkyl means the nitrogen atom is not directly attached to the, but it is attached to the side chains of the aromatic rings. Then this is the aryl alkyl amines. Then the third classification, that is based on the types of substituent groups. Based on the types of substituent groups. How the amines are classified based on the types of substituent groups we have to discuss. The based on the types of groups attached to the nitrogen atom of the secondary or tertiary. The primary is not comes here. Based on the types of groups attached to the nitrogen atom of secondary or tertiary amines. Then the secondary and tertiary amines are further classified as the simple amines and the mixed amines. Then what are simple amines? These contain the identical groups attached to the nitrogen atom. And example, this is, listen here, on either side of the functional group, that is NH, the left hand side and right hand side, the same group or is attached, that is methyl group is attached. That's why it is called as a simple amines. That is, the simple amines and mixed amines comes only with the secondary and tertiary, and it is not comes with the primary. Then based on the types of groups attached to the nitrogen atom of secondary or tertiary, again the amines are these amines, that is the secondary and tertiary amines, are further classified as the simple amines and the mixed amines. In the simple amines, these contain the identical groups attached to the nitrogen atom. Whatever the circle is there, in see that circle, there is either side of secondary amine, these are the same group, that is the two alkyl or methyl groups are attached. That's why it comes under the simple amines as a example. Then if you see this one, and it is the simple or mixed amine. Simple amine, because the either side of the whatever the ethers discussed in the previous chapter, that is classification, that is symmetrical and asymmetrical. In that ethers, this type is called as a symmetrical and asymmetrical, but here they are called as a simple amines and mixed amines. If it is simple amines, then the either side of the NH group, the same groups are attached, then that is comes under the class of simple amines. Then these are the two examples. Then the third one is, this is the tertiary amine, because the three hydrogens are removed from the ammonia. Then instead of three hydrogen, the three methyl groups are attached, and that's why the three methyl groups are called as, that is trimethyl amine. This is tertiary amine. Simple. In tertiary amines, it is a simple amines. And the next fourth one is, that is triphenyl amine. Instead of three hydrogen, the three phenyl groups are attached to the nitrogen. That's why it is called as a triphenyl amine. All these four comes under the class of simple amines in the secondary and tertiary amines. Above two, these two are the secondary amines, and these two are the tertiary amine. In these below two, all the three hydrogens are replaced by, in third example, that is methyl group, in the fourth example, phenyl group. But in the above two, the two hydrogens are removed, and instead of two hydrogens, the in the first example two methyl groups are there, and in the second example two ethyl groups are there. These are the all four examples for the simple amines. Then the mixed amines, these contain different group, dead opposite of the simple amines. That is, these contain the different types of the groups attached to the nitrogen atoms or nitrogen group. The example here is the first one, that is the whatever circle here, that is secondary or tertiary, because two hydrogen atoms, not groups, two hydrogen atoms are replaced in the ammonia. Then in the place of that two hydrogen, the one side, that is left hand side ethyl group is there, and right hand side methyl group is there, and the naming is according to alphabetical order of the group. The ethyl comes under E first in the, and E comes first, and the M comes later. That's why you have to name first ethyl group, and later you have to name the methyl group. That is ethyl amine. This is the example for the mixed amine, and it is the secondary amine. Then next, the another one example. What is name of this one? C6H5NHCS3, and it is also example for the secondary amine, and that comes under the mixed amine, because the either side of the NH group, there are different groups are attached. In the left side the phenyl group is there, and in the right side the methyl group is there, but the naming should be methyl phenyl amine. But in the alphabet, M comes first and the P comes later. That's why I have to take the M first. That is methyl phenyl amine. These two are the mixed amines of secondary amines. Then the third one, this is example for the tertiary mixed amine, because ammonia are replaced, and instead of three hydrogens they give one left side methyl group, right side phenyl group, and bottom side also phenyl group. That's why it is the bottom side, that is ethyl group. That is, E comes first in the alphabet. That's why it is named as ethyl methyl phenyl amine. This is about the classification. I repeat once again, just go back. The amines are classified as a primary, secondary, and tertiary based on the removal of hydrogens in the ammonia. And these all are functional group with the general formula of the primary, secondary, and tertiary. This is first classification. Then the amines are further divided into two categories. In that, the first one is aliphatic amines. In that, aliphatic amines, primary, secondary, and tertiary, based on the removal of hydrogens in the ammonia. The next, second one is aromatic amines. In that aromatic amines, again, two types. First one is aryl amines, because the nitrogen is directly attached to the aromatic ring. They are called as a aryl amines. And these aryl amines again contains primary, secondary, and tertiary based on the removal of hydrogens of the ammonia. Then in this aromatic amine, the secondary in this aromatic amine, the second example is the second type is, that is aryl alkyl amines, because the nitrogen group is attached to the side chains of the aromatic ring. And here also the primary, secondary, and tertiary. Then the third type classification is based on the types of substituent groups, because the either side of the functional group of the secondary and tertiary, listen here, only the secondary and tertiary amines shows the simple and mixed amines, because the primary amines only one group is attached by the removal of one hydrogens, and here the simple and mixed amines not come in the primary amines. The primary and mixed amine comes only in the class of secondary and tertiary amines. If the simple is there, then the either side of the NH functional group, the same group is attached. Then mixed is on either side of the NH group or N group, the different groups are attached. This is the classification. Then another one, that is also the quaternary ammonium compounds. This is also one class of the amines. Then what are quaternary ammonium compounds? Here, the quaternary ammonium compounds, these are also the types of amines. That is, apart from the all three types of amines, this is the another class of compounds. They are called as a quaternary ammonium compounds. And these compounds may be regarded as derivatives of ammonium salts, in which all the four hydrogens of the ammonium ions means, that is NH4 plus should be there, NH4 plus. And this NH4, all the in this, that is all the four hydrogens are removed. That's why it is called as a quaternary. But ammonia, if you take the ammonia, only three hydrogens will occur. But if you take the ammonium ion, ammonium, that is NH4 plus, in this ammonia, all the four H atoms have been replaced by the same or different alkyl, aryl, or aryl alkyl group. For example, the first one, this is the tetramethyl ammonium iodide. That is, all the four in NH4 plus, all the four hydrogens replaced, in the place of all four hydrogens, they give four methyl groups. That's why the four in the naming is taken as a tetra. Then the methyl groups are there. Four methyl groups are there. That's why it is called as a tetramethyl. And the in ammonium you replace it. That's why ammonium, and the I is there. That's why it is called as a tetramethyl ammonium iodide. This is the first one. Then the second example, instead of four hydrogens, they take which group? In the first example, they take methyl group instead of four hydrogens of the ammonium ion. But in the second example, instead of the four hydrogens, four other molecules are taken. Here is which group? That is ethyl group. That's why it is called as a tetraethyl ammonium hydroxide, because the OH is there. But in the first example, I is there. That's why it is I minus is there, iodide. And the hydroxide is there. That's why it is OH minus. Therefore, the second one is that is tetraethyl. That is 4 groups of ethyls are there. That's why that is tetraethyl ammonium hydroxide. Then the third one, in that third one, what happens? But in the first and second example, instead of all the 4 hydrogens, they gave same group. That is, in the first example, 4 groups of CH3. In the second example, 4 groups of CH through CH3, CH3, CH2. That is, in the first example, 4 methyl groups. In the second example, 4 ethyl group. In the first example, 4 methyl. In the second example, 4 ethyl. But in the third example, they gave 3 methyl group and 1 phenyl group. Instead of 4H atom, 1 phenyl group is there, this one, and 3 methyl group is there. That is different. The name of this one, according to alphabetical, you can name this one. That is trimethyl. That is M comes first in the alphabet. That's why trimethyl and phenyl. Phenyl only one group is there. That's why simply phenyl. Trimethyl phenyl ammonium bromide. That is Br minus is there. This is all these 3 examples. That is quaternary ammonium compounds. That is all the 4H or hydrogen atoms are replaced in the ammonium ion, and in the place of 4 hydrogens, either you can give all the 4 same groups or you can give the different groups, and you can name according to alphabetical order which comes first. This is the different types of the classification of aromatic, classification of amines, not aromatic. This is the classification of amines. The next one, the nomenclature of aromatic amines. Then how you name the amines or aromatic amines? In the common name, according to uh, your syllabus, the common system and the IUPAT system naming is there. First, you have to learn about the common system. In the common system, the aromatic amines are called aryl amines. In the common system, the aromatic or common system, the athwa another one name of common system is trivial name. It is called as a trivial name. In the trivial name or common system, the aromatic amines are classified as aryl amines. The name of an individual amine is then obtained by adding the suffix amine to the name of the aryl group. Then example, the simplest aromatic amine in which the NH2 group is directly attached to the benzene. Then to the benzene ring, if the NH2 is directly attached, then it is aryl amine and it is called as a simply aniline. That is the name of this one. This is the benzene ring. To this benzene ring, the NH2 group is directly attached, and this is and NH2 group is directly attached in the trivial name, and this is called as a aniline because to the benzene ring NH2 is attached. Then you simply, or in the common name, you called it as a aniline. Then more often, the substituted aromatic amines are named as derivatives of aniline for ortho, meta, para, methyl aniline or ortho, meta, para anisidine, or further ortho, meta, para anisidine or ortho, meta, para methoxy aniline. Even the N-phenyl derivatives of aniline is generally called as a diphenyl amine. That is, to the benzene ring, if the NH2 group is directly attached, it is called as a aniline. Then to this aniline, if side another groups are attached, then you can name according to the position, that is ortho, meta and para. This is the name according to common system. Then according to IUPAC system, the names of aryl amines are obtained by replacing the terminal E from the name of the corresponding arene by the suffix amine. Then if the amine is there, then in the amine group last E is removed in the IUPAC system. Thus, the IUPAC name of C6H5NH2 phenylamine is there, then it is called benzamine. Then E is removed, although the aniline is also its accepted IUPAC name. Here in the IUPAC system, the trivial name of the aniline, it is also in the IUPAC system, it is also called as a aniline. Then it may be noted here again, the complete name of an amine is always written in one word, and you should not give any gap. If you start writing and up to the completion of the name, you can write continuously without any gap. That is noted here. It may be noted here again that the complete name of an amine is always written as one word. Then you cannot make different words. Then if you start writing, then you can completely make the one word. Then the common and IUPAC name of the some aryl amines are discussed here. That is, these are the examples. Then these amines we have to discuss in the tomorrow's class. I will stop here then because the time is over. Then if you have any doubts, please ask. If no doubts, then you can leave one by one.